We'll go ahead and get started, everybody. First, I'd like to welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to this Agricultural and Natural Resources Open House. The intent of us being here is with all of our agency representatives who we really appreciate being here, is to provide an opportunity for everybody to come in and essentially have all of the representatives in one place, and so you can get your questions answered. If there's any need for technical support, we can provide those as well. My name is Marshall Wilson. I work with the New Mexico Department of Agriculture, and I also work at the Southwest Border Food Protection and Emergency Preparedness Center. And so the format for this will be, it's just an open house. It's a come and leave format, so we have agency representatives scattered out all about the room. In a little bit, we'll allow them to come give their 30-second introductions and introduce themselves, and then we'll just open it up for people to go talk to whoever they need to talk to and ask questions that are needed. So I do believe we have some water over here in the kitchen, so if you're thirsty, and then the bathrooms, of course, are over to the side as well. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll just go around the room and have the agencies give the 30-second introduction of themselves and some of the programs that they're here to provide. And we'll start right over here with FSA, if you're ready.
Wow, okay. Thank you. Hello, my name is Andrew Flores. I'm a district director with the Farm Service Agency. We're a branch of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. We have several of our employees here. I want to introduce Linda Alcon, the program technician Kimberly Quintana, and we have our farm loan manager out of Clovis, Becky. Hello, Becky.
Hi.
She's brought her staff also, and I think if you'd like to introduce them very quickly.
Our farm loan officer, Courtney Awusu Apaya, and Tristan Lockmiller. And we're out of Clovis office. And we actually work in San Miguel and Mora as well. We have 10 counties.
Okay, Linda Alcon is located in Las Vegas, here in Kimberly, and we administer several programs that can assist with fires here. For you all that are not aware of what we do, very briefly, and I know it's going to be a little more than 30 seconds, but I want to list them all so that you guys know to come talk to us when we have our booth here. And we'll be here for the next several hours where we can answer more questions more specifically on how we can help you with your situations. But first of all, we have an emergency forest restoration program. And under this program, we could do the clear cut, removal of trees around fences so they don't fall down after you repair the fences and destroy it again. We do fencing. We can do fencing. We're doing this in conjunction with state forestry. We're going to do our technical work on this program. Also, this program is a cost share program where we'll pay 75% of the cost, you'll pay 25% of the cost. The next one is the emergency conservation program, and this is also a cost share program where we also do fencing under that. And we also, under the flooding, we're going to do land restoration, debris removal. And if you have ditches that are filled in with debris after the floods, we can help to pay to remove all that debris. Our cost share program for socially disadvantaged. In this particular case, women, Hispanics, will pay up to 90% of the cost on those. 10% will come out of your pocket. That's if you go ECP versus EFRP. And we'll have to look at what your needs are under each of those programs to see which one you'll qualify best for. Livestock forage program, we are paying 5 months of feed. We're not giving you feed, we're giving you money to buy feed for 5 months for all of the animals that you have. Because you may have lost, even if you haven't lost animals or your pastures were not burnt, we'll still give you 5 months of feed. All you have to do is apply with us. Under the Emergency Livestock Assistance Program, we have several options. If you're hauling water to your animals, we will pay 7 cents per gallon, 18 gallons per animal per day for 150 days. So if you're hauling water, that's what will help you. And that's not a cost share, we'll just give you the money to take care of it. Not only with water, if you are having to bring feed to your animals, we'll also pay mileage above normal of $6 per mile to haul that feed to your animals above normal. Under the Emergency Livestock Assistance Program, we have several other options. And please come talk to us about those and we can get into more details. Under the ECP and the ELRP, because they're cultural programs, you will need to come up with the upfront costs to do your practices. And because there's money involved that you may not have, our farm loan team, which is Becky and her crew out of Clovis, they can assist you with a loan and lend you the money to cover the upfront costs, install the practices, and then you just give us the 75% cost share or 90% based on your situation and repay that loan. The only thing that will come out of your pocket is the 25% under ELRP or the 10% under ECP. And that'll basically pay your debt. You'll only have to come up with a difference, but up front you have to do 100%. Anything I've missed, Linda, that you can think of? NAP insurance. Okay. We're good. We have NAP insurance, but we can talk about that. We cover crops for any disaster, any kind of perils, natural disasters. And that's typically for crops. Native grass. We are taking applications for next year already. We have a deadline of December for certifying your acreage. We will have to create a farm record for you. And we do have people in Las Vegas right now helping on something to load the farm records to create those farms to get you involved in these programs if you're interested. So, in a nutshell, that's what we're offering. Please come talk to us in more detail and we can help you a whole lot more. I guarantee it. Thank you. We'll take questions after.
Thank you, sir. Next, we'll move on to rural development.
Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Dominguez. I'm with USDA Rural Development. Out of the Rural Development Office, we have a variety of programs largely related to ways we can help the community. We do have one emergency program, which is the Emergency Community Water Assistance Grant. So if your community water system has been impacted, please come see us. There's potential that we can be of assistance to you. We do have a variety of other programs that are not necessarily related to emergency assistance, but community assistance. As this recovery moves forward, I suspect there will be the opportunity for some of these programs to be utilized. If you have any questions, please come by and see us. This disaster recovery brochure lists pretty much all of our programs, and so it gives you a good idea of everything that could potentially be of assistance within USDA Rural Development. And like I said, I think as this recovery moves forward, which will be a long-term process, we hope to be with you and a partner as the process moves forward. So with me today, I have Christine Grego. She's our Community Facilities Program Manager. She works out of our Albuquerque office. We do have a local office in Las Vegas, so this is Laura Lujan. She's with our housing programs. So, and we do have a couple of other staff that also work out of that office that work with Christine. So Christine will be the contact today, but we also have folks that are located in Las Vegas, basically closer to this community, and you can always drop by that office as well if you're looking for assistance. Today, I suspect will be kind of a fact-finding opportunity for folks, and if you see something later as you're moving through this recovery process that is of interest to you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our contact information will be listed.
Thank you. We'll go next to the New Mexico Safety Association.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is David Manzanares. I contract with the New Mexico Safety Association. And so we offer a variety of assistance as far as how to maneuver to some of these programs that some of these folks have, help out with applications and stuff like that, mapping. We've been doing some mapping, some of the acequias, kind of looking at what was out there before the flooding and doing some documentation. So we're busy doing that. So, but feel free to come and talk to me here. I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to visit with your acequias, and we're here to assist. If I can assist you.
All right, thank you, sir. Moving on around to the back of the room, we have FEMA representation and also the SBA. If you guys would like to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Well, I'll start with SBA because Jerry's in the kitchen right now. The Small Business Administration offers low-interest government loans to businesses of all sizes that are non-agricultural and to homeowners and renters who had losses because of the fires. We can lend up to $200,000 to a homeowner to make repairs for their dwelling or to replace it. We can lend up to $40,000 for homeowners and renters, and that would be for personal property, including cars. For businesses, we can lend up to $2 million to non-agricultural businesses. As you know, farmers and ranchers need to go to USDA. We can also help agricultural cooperatives. So if you take your crops to a cooperative and they process and disperse the product, that cooperative would also be eligible for a business loan. We are located in Las Vegas at the old Memorial School. That's at 947 Legion Road. Our hours are 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturdays. And we have the equipment there to help you do your application. With that, I'm going to introduce you to Jerry, who will speak for FEMA.
Good afternoon, Jerry Holmes. I am the Deputy Individual Assistance Director for this disaster. Individual assistance meaning assistance for me and you, or actually you. I'm here to answer any questions you have about your personal claims, your homes and your stuff like that. We can answer those questions. I have Terry back here with me to help me. I also have Victor. If you have any questions about your FEMA case, we can take you one-on-one and answer any questions you might have. We also, just like Cynthia was saying, we are located at the DRC in Las Vegas also. We have staff there that can help you too, from 10 to 6 and then 10 to 2 on Saturday. So happy to be here. Let us know if we can help you.
All right, thank you. We'll go ahead and move on over to the NRCS.
I'm going to come upstairs so you guys don't have to turn around. I'm Tony Arnold. I'm the District Conservationist for the T4, which includes Mora, Las Vegas, and Raton field offices. And this is Derek Martinez. He's an intern with us from the area up here this summer, stationed in the Mora field office. The main program we're doing right now is the EWP program, Emergency Watershed Program, which I'm sure many of you are aware of right now. At this point, we've received over 700 requests to go out and survey their properties for protection of life and property. They've almost done close to 600 of the surveys already. They continue to come in, so anybody that hasn't already requested a survey, come back and see us and we'll work on getting you hooked up with either Mora County or with San Miguel County. Later on we'll have some other programs. The main program to assist with disaster, hopefully. The main programs right now are through FSA. So.
I didn't catch your name.
Tony Arnold. Thanks.
Tony. Next, we'll go to the New Mexico Department of Agriculture.
Good afternoon. Like Marshall said, I'm with the New Mexico Department of Ag. My name is Dean Bruce, and today two of the primary programs that I'm going to offer information for is the Healthy Soil Program, and that offers grant opportunities to farmers, ranchers, land managers to put in or install healthy soil practices on their land. Another program that I can offer some information on is the Ag Workforce Development Program. This offers ag businesses, farmers, ranchers, land managers the opportunity to hire an intern, and NMDA will help offset the cost of hiring an intern for your ag business. So catch me in the back over there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think next we'll go to the Forest Service.
Good afternoon. My name is James Duran. I'm the forest supervisor on the Carson, and starting this last Monday, I'm also the active forest supervisor on the Santa Fe National Forest. So thank you, NMDA, for convening this group. Our role is a little bit different within USDA. We don't necessarily have specific grant programs. Our focus is on the national forest. But there's three things that we're really working closely with the community, and we want to learn more about where we can maybe provide more information or further discuss those programs with you. One of the big ones is the fuelwood, right? These communities around here, many of you need access to firewood. A lot of the areas of the national forest and a lot of the private land was burned up, and so that firewood may not be available. And so what we're trying to do is work with the communities to provide access to firewood, and then look at opportunities to distribute firewood throughout the community. And we're working closely with San Miguel, Mora, and Taos County to identify local distribution centers in a partnership with the state of New Mexico, State Forestry, to essentially bring firewood to the community. And so that's something that's happening now, and if you have questions about firewood, please, we'll visit in the back. The other thing that I wanted to mention is grazing. Many of the community members here do put livestock on the national forest. We've been working closely with many producers in the area to facilitate access for their livestock and also make adjustments, right? Because a lot of things have changed on the mountain, on the road systems, and all the different features that are part of the grazing system. And so we've shared quite a bit of information, but I'm sure there's a need for more conversation related to grazing this year and into the future as we work to recover on the national forest. And then the other big program that we know is important to our traditional cultural communities are the acequias. And so working with the New Mexico Acequia Association, other entities, the New Mexico Acequia Commission, we're working hard to facilitate access to Parciantes and Mayordomos and others that are commissions to go out and inventory, and we want to make sure that you have access to inventory your acequia, and then as you identify any of the improvement needs, our role is really facilitating that access and supporting any authorization or permitting that needs to occur. So that's really our role. I want to introduce a few other folks that are here with me, and Michael Lujan, raise your hand. Most people know Mike. Michael Lujan is the district ranger on the Camino Real district. So if you graze in the Carson National Forest, most likely you're out in the Camino Real district, and Michael Lujan would be your point of contact. If you're in the Santa Fe National Forest, this is the Pecos Las Vegas Ranger District, and we have the district ranger, Steve Romero, here with us. And so that would be your point of contact in this conversation. We also have the deputy forest supervisor, Beth Eiley. She sits out of Santa Fe, and she's the deputy for the Santa Fe National Forest. And I know there's a lot of questions about what's happening on the Carson, as I've kind of taken both forests. Andrea Jones, who is the district ranger over in southern Colorado, very familiar with northern New Mexico, will be coming to help. So it's kind of a leadership group that we put together to help the community. We'll be here to answer any questions. We're very interested to know, as you talk to your neighbors, what are those information gaps with some of the questions related to the forest and needs for support. So thank you, and that's what we have.
Thank you, sir. We'll go next to State Forestry.
So, hi, my name is Jeremy Class. I'm with New Mexico State Forestry. As mentioned, we're helping to serve as the technical assistants on the EFRP and other programs. And so I'm actually out of the Vegas district right now and tied to this incident. So if there's any questions, please feel free.
All right, thank you, sir. Next, we'll go ahead and go to the New Mexico Environment Department.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes de Dios. My name is Peter J Garcia, Senior with the New Mexico Environment Department. And what I'm here to talk to you folks about today is the Full Service Debris Removal Program. This program is where you assign a right of entry, granting access to the state and federal governments to go onto your property and move all the fire-related structural debris. So it's your residences and or outlying structures. The outlying structure has to be larger than 120 square feet. So a 10 by 12 building, if you will. And with this program, there's no out-of-pocket cost associated with this program at all whatsoever. Right now we have EPA and EPA contractors, boots on the ground, removing the household hazardous waste and the bulk asbestos-containing material. That's what they're doing right now. And at the end of August, we're hoping to get the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers out with boots on the ground to remove all of the other fire-related debris. And they're going to have trucks and trailers and equipment to remove that other debris. They're going to assess your foundations. If your house had a foundation, if it was damaged in the fire, they will remove the foundation. And also they will remove any hazard trees that are in the immediate area of the residence and or outlying structure. They're going to have a certified arborist assess those trees. And if they determine that it's going to fall today, tomorrow, or within 5 years, they will fell those trees and remove the tree from your property. In addition to that, once they're done, they're going to do a soil scrape on the bottom of the residence or structure, and they'll remove 3 to 6 inches of soil to assure that they remove any potential contaminated soil. And we're asking folks to please fill out these rights of entry. As of right now, the deadline is July 22nd, but if we get more people signed into this program, we can possibly extend the due date and extend EPA's mission assignment here in New Mexico. So that's what we're trying to do, folks, and we're asking you to please fill this form out. There, again, it's no out-of-pocket cost associated with this form at all whatsoever, this program. The only cost is if you have a debris removal clause in your home insurance policy. That has to be remitted back to the government, and that's a federal law. It's a federal Stafford Act. But it's just the debris removal clause. That's all it is. Because it's going to cost quite a bit of money for you guys to remove this debris, and allow the professionals to do it. They're here to help you out. Another misconception is that signing to this program affects your eligibility for future potential litigation as a result of the wildfire. That is false accusation, false claims. This program does not affect your eligibility for future litigation as a result of the wildfire. So we're asking you folks to please fill this form out and submit your rights of entry. And I'll be up here to answer any of your questions. Thank you. J Garcia.
Next, I think we have a representative from the State Office of the State Engineers. Did you want to say a few words, sir?
Good afternoon, folks. My name is Tim Farmer. I'm the District 7 Manager out of Cimarron office. So we don't have any grants or anything like that, but we're more than willing to help with any kind of information you need on your water rights or maybe these other applications. If you need information from our office, we'll help you through that process. With me today is also Brian Gallegos. He's the liaison, the Acequia liaison out of Santa Fe. And if you have any questions specific to Acequias, he's here to help also. So, thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Next, we'll go ahead and move to Cooperative Extension Service. Craig, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks, Marshall. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I'm Craig Gifford I'm the State Beef Extension Specialist, so I'm kind of more on the cow management side. So if there's anything you need from either supplementing, feeding, water, that kind of thing, with the cows in the current situation, just holler. I brought a ration balancing program up and all that kind of stuff. And one of my hobbies is sourcing feed, so I'm kind of weird like that. But, so I look all over the U.S. for that stuff. So let me know if you need any help.
Craig. Next, we'll go to further extension and also the Southwest Border Food Protection Emergency Preparedness Center.
Afternoon, everybody. I'm Tom Dean with New Mexico State University's Cooperative Extension Service. And at the back of the room, we have Suzanne back there. She's the local county extension agent for Mora. So thank you very much for helping to coordinate this event and put things together. We appreciate that. I'm with the Southwest Border Food Protection Emergency Preparedness Center, and one of our objectives is to try to deliver educational programs back into the communities, and we will be putting together some programs on some soil health. Suzanne's already got things going with other organizations and folks coming in, but there will be a lot of different opportunities. The research station right here in Mora County will be involved in the restoration plans and seedlings and all of that stuff. So we'll be assisting in lots of different ways and providing a lot of different input. One thing that is kind of outside of the fire realm that we're currently involved in with the center, and it certainly kind of hits home here. Everybody's stressed with the fires and definitely with everyday life. We have a Here to Help New Mexico program, and we need to be watching out for our community members as you deal with all of these different issues that you're having to go through right now. So we've got information on that one. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room with what you're going through, you can take home a stress ball and work that thing completely out. But we do want to kind of highlight the fact that your health is pretty important as you deal with all of these ag emergencies and all of your stuff. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what you need to be doing. We do have some bags for some of our emergency preparedness stuff from the center. I get to work, the Southwest Border Center is a collaborative effort with New Mexico Department of Agriculture and Cooperative Extension Service. So me and Marshall work on that, and we'll try to provide any assistance and answer any questions today as we go through.
All right, thank you, Tom. Do we have any congressional representatives here today? Ma'am, go ahead.
Hey. Buenos dias a todos. Pamela Garcia from Senator Ben Ray Lujan's office. Glad to be with you all today. We're really happy that you're here in our community to provide these resources for our gente here. Two quick things I want to talk about today is, one is I want to talk a little bit about the Senator's Hermits Peak Assistance Act that he did introduce. And many of you may or may not know that it does mirror but expand upon Senator Domenici's Cerro Grande Act. And it expands on that bill in the sense that right now, if you're going through a process that you've lost your homes and other things and you want to get compensated, there's really a cap in the type of assistance you can get. So Senator Lujan's bill will increase this, and you will, if it passes, you will be compensated largely for more of the things that you've lost. The other thing I do want to mention, and I do want to acknowledge that our community is going through a really, really difficult time right now. And all of these different programs, they're excellent, and they may seem very intimidating, but I will say, despite everything that we're going through right now, stay the course. These agency partners are here to help you. It's intimidating, it's hard, nobody likes paperwork, but I will say, just be persistent, stay the course. These people are here to help you, and if you do run into issues, this is where the second thing I want to talk about comes in. Casework. So Senator Lujan's office does really pride itself upon constituent services. So if you find that you're running into hurdles with any of the agencies, we will act as a liaison on your behalf as a person in the community and work with an agency to try to get your questions answered. I will add the caveat that some things are at a really high level and sometimes they need to change legislatively, but this is where we're here to help. So we do work closely with all of these agency and state partners, just to let you know that. So I will be around today for a while, so if you are having problems, we can open up a case right away today. I'll give you my business card if there's something that comes across later on that you're either want to express concerns about, or if you're having trouble navigating these processes that you're going through, just feel free to reach out at any point, and Senator Lujan's office is here to help. Thank you all.
Thank you. Are there any organizations or agencies that I did not call on? All right, just a quick reminder, everybody, if you haven't had the opportunity to do so already, there is a sign-up sheet up here up front. And so if you would please make a record of your attendance with us today. If there are any follow-up actions from this meeting, then it would be good for us to have your contact information to be able to follow up with you. With that, we'll go ahead and move into the open house portion of the meeting. Unless, Suzanne, is there anything you want to add?
No, if anybody needs help, please call our office. We're in the portals, contact us, we'll be happy to help you with anything that goes on today. And if you are interested in some of the programs, you can let us know. We'll put you on your email list. And our manager, our county manager here is Michael Rivera. Do you have anything, Michael, that you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all the agencies, federal, state, local. Thank you all for all the support you're providing to our community members, to our residents and constituents of Monterey County. To those of you that are here to receive services, please take advantage of all the vast services that are available. And please don't lose hope. Be patient. Sometimes there's a lot of paperwork you've got to go through. But honestly, I've been working with these people for the last 60 days and they're incredible. They're really here to help. So take advantage of the time, take advantage of their time and the opportunity to help you out. Thank you, Suzanne.
All right. Thank you, sir. So we have a lot of representation here that gave a very high-level overview of their programs. Now we'll allow the rest of the time just to talk with them if you have any questions. If you have any questions that are not able to be answered, then that is just as important that you come to myself, you come to Tom, you go to the congressional services in the back, and you let that be known so you have a record of that and we can work to fix those kind of issues. But with that said, we'll go ahead and release everybody to talk to the representatives. Thank you. Did you have something?
Yeah, can I just quickly mention also a really important piece of work that the fire team is doing right now is fire suppression repair. So if you're on private land and there was some damage done on your private land, like dozer lines or fence cutting, you can bring that information to us. We can give you a form and you can sign up, and that way we can pass it on to the fire team so they can go and get those pieces fixed. Okay, so we can take that information on here as well. Just want to let you know. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everybody. Go ahead and release everybody. Thank you again.
If anybody needs bottled water inside the kitchen and the ice chest is water.